fellow crocheters, it's Jan with Jack and Jan. Today we're going to look at the Billings City Bag. This is a purse and we are doing the gauge swatch here along with just a couple tips that I have for you. Now I've already completed almost the whole swatch, but I wanted to talk a little bit about when you're crocheting this, a special little technique that I do for this, and exactly how many stitches and rows we need to get that 4x4. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, so we've got 3. Now we've got 10 stitches, so our initial chain for our gauge swatch would have to be 11. And then we've got 10 stitches. Now this is running just a little over 2 rows, but I'm going to call it at 10 by 10. So what I wanted to do though is I wanted to show you with this yarn, thank you for purchasing the pattern of course, and with this homespun yarn, it is thick. It's just a really nice yarn, but we discovered by playing just around with it that I've used it for so many other things, but if you use a K hook, a smaller hook, and this yarn, you can actually make yourself a very nice handbag or purse, and it's very sturdy because the yarn is bulky. You can't really go down lower than a K though, or your 6.5 millimeter, and you don't want to do that because the yarn will split all over the place, but the K is as low as you can go. And so again, we have 10 stitches and we have 10 rows. Now when I do this, I crochet really tightly. I pull it as tight as I can. And by doing that, you're just going to get that nice stiff. Do you see how, I don't know if you can tell, but this is really, look at that, it'll stand up by itself. This is really stiff. And that's why I love it. And it's great for making purses. There's quite a few colors with this homespun yarn, but in the collection that we're working on today, it's our Billings collection, and it features this color pretty predominantly because we like the faux yarn trim to go with it. If you haven't already seen the faux yarn trim video, I really encourage you to do that before you start this project. This is a beautiful project, and it's not that hard to do, but that faux yarn is a little tricky to work with. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am really pulling this as tight as I possibly can without, hurting my wrist or giving myself carpal tunnel. But I just want to pull it as tight as I can, and still being able, of course, to work the stitches and get them in there. But again, this is the homespun, and this is for the Billings City Bag. And this is just single crochet. That's all this is. That's all the whole entire bag is. So it's a real, like I said, it's an easy project, but you just have to be able to work with the yarn a little bit. And our construction pictures are included in the pattern, so that's really nice as well. But again, our gauge swatch for this, the Billings City Bag, is 10 stitches by 10 rows, and that gives us a nice 4x4 square. Once again, thanks so much for purchasing our Billings City Bag pattern, and you can find the rest of our patterns at jackandjan.com. Thank you and happy crocheting.